Hello. Good afternoon, Facebook family. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I think it's evening if you are in Africa, and it's evening in London too. So thank you so much for joining me. Last week we spoke about friendship and the importance of friendship and who qualified to be our friends and all those things. And yeah, I think I say that friendship is a good friendship is based on mutual respect, and there was a lot of things. The meaning of friendship, I define it. Friendship means being comfortable around each other, even in silence. So it's a very broad topic that we are going to dig into it, and trust God that after we finish this show, you really know who you can call your friend, and the people around your circle, whether they are pushing you on or they are pushing you away from who God says you are, because friendship is very important. They can make and or make you. So today we are going to look at some of the qualities and who is a good friend, what makes somebody a good friend, and some of the quality of a good friend. And I wrote here that life will be bored without friends. Friends are hard to discover, and it's even more challenging to find a great friend. I'm telling you, for you to be able to call somebody a great friend, a loyal friend, and a best friend is very challenging to have such a person. So if you are blessed with one, please make sure you hold on tight, because it's a blessing to you, because they can add into your life. A good friend, the good friend have the ability to understand what is going on with a friend, to know his or her feeling and respond accordingly. So if you have somebody that when you are in trouble, or when things are not going the way it's supposed to be, you don't see them again, they vanish. And when all is well, they are there. No, you need a good friend who will be there in the bad times and in the good times. So today we will talk about some of the things that will really qualify somebody to be a friend to you, the qualities, so that you can really pinpoint the people in your life. And if they don't really have these qualities, then you want to think twice, because the reason why we do this show is to influence each other, so that we can also go out there and influence positively the people that God is going to bring on our way. So it's very important you sieve through your friendship. So thank you once again for joining me this morning. Thank you so much. I am very grateful to you. Thank you. And I have my husband here again joining me this morning, and he's going to help me to go through this wonderful topic. I'm telling you, friendship is very important. It's very important. It's very important. I've seen people who didn't have any trouble, who didn't have any problems, even in their marriage, their businesses, till somebody walked into their life as a devil friend, or a friend with a motive or something, and all of a sudden you see their life going sideways, and we don't need that. So we're going to trust God that God will bless us with loyal, good friends, friends that you will feel comfortable around them, and they too will feel comfortable around you. So Bishop, that's some of the things that we are going to talk about here. But look at even what I wrote here. I say that life will be bored without friends, and it's very hard to discover, and it's even challenging to find a great friend. So that's how important it is to. Without friends, our life will be boring.
Yeah.
So that's how much important it is. Thank you so much for joining me.
Amen.
Yes.
Thank you also for having me again. Everybody who have just joined, if you can share the video, tag somebody, let's spread this news. This subject is very important, that many have been made and unmade. Mm-hmm. Many have been blessed, Many have been empowered. Many have been ruined. Last week I said that you can get to your palace through friendship.
Wow.
You can also go to jail through friendship. The one you call as a friend can make or unmake you.
Wow.
So it's critical and important that we do understand this subject. So please invite somebody to tune in as we continue to explore this important subject. Today we're going to be looking at the qualities. What are the criteria? What are the things that when you begin to see in a person, then you say, oh, this person qualifies to be my friend, and this, and there are some friendship that you have to pursue. You know, when you see a good friend, somebody you can call a good friend, you got to pursue it. You got to do everything you can to make sure you maintain the friendship. You know, things will come up against the friendship, but you fight to protect and preserve the friendship. And there are some characteristics too that when you see, as soon as you begin to see those things manifest, you have to be quick to disengage, disentangle, and disassociate.
Wow.
Because if you don't do that, you are going to be destroyed.
Okay.
You know, and for me, the scriptures is our guide. And last week I took my time to give as many scriptures. The Bible said there's a friend that sticks closer than a brother, and that's Jesus Christ. But in practical real life, God can put that same grace on somebody's life. Listen, in this world, everybody needs somebody.
Wow.
I need you, you need me. And Pastor Victoria last week said something that Bishop T.D. says that if in your lifetime you can count 3 people as your best friends, all right, you are a blessed person.
You are.
You know.
Really are.
And I also remember Bishop Franco Fuswapia also saying one time that when you are growing up, it's difficult to make new friends.
Okay.
So if you can maintain your old friends you grew up with, it's a sign of maturity. It's a sign that you are a good person.
Wow.
If you grow up and you are friends and all your friends are just new people who are around you, and there's nobody that you grew up with, nobody you have known for a very long time, it speaks about your character. It speaks about your character. So please keep sharing the video as we take our time. I want us to take some few minutes and spread this.
Yes. So please continue to share the video for me. Tag somebody to come in. You know, this platform is helping a lot of people. You know, and some of the topics that I treat, I always say is that I treat topics that you as a pastor, you know you really want to preach about it, but you can't use the pulpit to preach about it. So I'm doing all your preaching for you on Tuesday. Some of the things that need to be addressed, you know, to our church members, to everybody, to our friends, to our family, to everybody, but we can't have the opportunity to do it. That's what I want to use this show to address it. You know, so as a pastor, you want to share it with, you know, with your members. Let them know that it's good to have a loyal friends. It's good to have trustworthy friends. It's good to have people that you are comfortable around. I mean, some of the definition last week was it said that friendship means being comfortable around each other, even in silence. So it means that whether they are there or not, anytime they comes around you, you are very comfortable. You don't have any suspicion. Are you comfortable? You know, are they going to say something? Will you say something and they're going to take it away? All those things. I mean, you are so much in peace when you are around those people. You don't think twice to make statements because you know you are safe.
Yeah.
You know, and especially when it comes to us as pastors and as ministers, it's very hard to discover that loyal and trustworthy friends, because I mean, everybody know you are a pastor, so they hold you in high esteem. But guess what? You are also a woman being which have blood in you, and sometimes you might make some statement that actually it don't really fit you as a pastor. But would your friend understand you and know that your humanity aspect of you and not judge you or go and put it on Facebook or on Twitter and all over. Oh, look at what even the pastor is saying. You know, so these things are very, very important, and we really have to take our time and talk about it and make sure that it's a blessing. So please share the video with somebody, tag somebody to come in, and it's going to be a blessing to them. I said a good friend is that a good friend, the ability to understand what is going on with a friend, to know his or her feeling and respond accordingly.
Yeah.
Bishop, this is another thing. I've known some people, when it's good time, they are all there. When it's bad time, you can't find them. And they say that they are friends. They even call themselves their friends. I don't think they qualify to be a friend.
Last week we said that a good friend is somebody who is there at all times.
Yeah.
Bad time, good time, you know, you are there.
Yeah.
You are constant. That's a loyal friend. If you are a friend who is there based on the weather,
Okay.
then it means you have a motive. Last week we also took our time and spoke about that when people come to you with an agenda, it's because of what they think they can get.
Okay.
They want to ride on your popularity. They want to ride on your fame. They want to ride on your position to get to where they want to get to. So they're not really there for you. They are there because, and these are friends who are there to take. You know, they are not there for you. They are there for their personal interest. And so you cannot classify that person as a good friend. And today what I want to differentiate is because if I see you as a friend, and you have an ulterior motive, and you came with an agenda because, oh, you are a man of God, or you have a church, and when I come and associate with you, I can bring my business in there, or I can use you to get what I want, that is not a friend. That is a user. And so they come around you, and as soon as they are able to get what they are looking for, they bolt and leave. And many people have gone through situations like that, and because they didn't understand who they were dealing with, they thought they had a friend, but they didn't have a friend. And they got up being hurt. Many people have been hurt in a relationship they assumed to be a friend. And they say, oh, I thought this person was my best friend. And last week you saw somebody commenting that, oh, somebody I thought was a friend was going to the pastor and talking to the pastor about me. You can consider that person as a friend, because as we go through the qualities of a good friend, you realize that some people you think that are your friend are not your friend. Okay? And then the second thing we want to look at, did you were desiring to have a friend in this person when they were not? And I gave an example. It's like when you are a friend with a gentleman, like a young man and a young lady are friends, and the young man hasn't proposed or have not expressed any romantic interest, but because the young lady thinks that, well, because we go to church together, we are always together, you assume that, oh, this person loves me. And then you begin to read romantic implications into the relationship. And so one day you are there, and then this person comes to introduce another sister and say, oh, here is my fiancée, we are getting married soon. And then your heart is broken.
What just happened?
Yes. And then now you are worried and like, oh, he's broken, my heart is disappointed. The issue here is this, that did he ever tell you that I want to marry you? So you made an assumption, and sometimes people can also bring the same thing into a relationship. When somebody sees you as an acquaintance, he doesn't want to have a friendship with you. And so it's like you are imposing yourself to them. And you always want to go to their house, you're always calling them. When you call them, they are not answering. You have to be able to sit down and review. Do I have a friendship with this person? If there's not, don't deceive yourself. Be realistic. Because a lot of people too have been hurt when there was no friendship at all, and they assumed that there was a friendship. All right? So now I think we can look at some of the qualities. Number one, I believe that a quality friendship is somebody who is an honest person.
Wow.
Okay? You want to build friendship with somebody who is honest.
Yeah.
Okay? Honest about their opinion about you. Okay? They can be frank and communicate and tell you how they feel,
Yeah.
why they feel what they feel,
Yeah.
you know, without hiding their emotions. Because if you are dealing with somebody who is a pretender,
That's the
and
whole
is
thing.
always pretending and acting like they love you, meanwhile they don't love you, my friend, that's a big sham.
Yeah. So if you talk about honesty here, are you talking, because I've seen some people who will call you that, okay, you are my friend, but when they have something that is, maybe they think that there's something wrong or something, they won't be able to come and tell you. They go and tell another person. You understand?
Yeah.
About what is going on.
Yeah.
Can you classify such a person as a friend? Because if I'm a friend with you and you are not happy about something, I believe that you have to be bold enough to tell me that, oh, okay, this one and this one, I think let's check about it. It's not good. You know, instead of going to tell another friend, or even going to tell the husband of your so-called friend that, oh, this is what is happening, this is what is happening. That is not a.
Yeah, here is where the various strands of friendship comes in.
Okay.
All right, because if I have built that, you know, good relationship with you, we've grown up, we know each other, I'm not shy of you, you are not shy of me, I have your good interest, you also have my good interest, and I see you dressing and going out there, and the back of your clothes is ripped.
Yeah.
And I turn and I look, hey, everybody, come here, come and look at her back.
Yeah.
Her clothes is ripped. That's not a good friend.
Okay.
But if I'm a good friend, I will pick a cloth and come and wrap you up so I don't expose your back that is ripped. That's what a good friend would do. Now, there are some times where some people lapse in judgment, okay? And those are character issues, all right? So it is either, because we all have our own flaws.
Yeah.
So I can have a good friend who I trust, also trusts me, and there may be something that will rise up, and I expect them to handle it in a certain kind of way. Because if you look at David and Ahithophel,
Okay.
what hurt David was that the Bible said, and it was told David that Ahithophel was also among the conspirators.
Wow.
And it hurt David because David expected better from Ahithophel than the other people. Not even my son Absalom.
Yeah.
Absalom is a young man, because remember when Joab was pursuing Absalom and was going to kill him, he said, please be gentle with that young man. He used the word young man. He knows he wasn't grown. But Ahithophel, you are a counselor. You are wise. You know God. We've been to the house of God together. We've been through things together. So I expect certain kind of response from you than this. So based on the relationship that you have with a person, that you can tell whether, oh, this person should have responded this way. I know you. We've been through things. So if you have heard me, you have heard this about me, or I've done this against you, you could have come to me.
Yeah.
You know? So when things go through like that, I will look at maybe is there a character flaw? Is there a lapse of judgment? What will make a person do this?
Do that.
Okay, and based on that, I can decide to redefine, because you must always be redefining your friendship and your relationship.
Wow.
Because seasons come and season goes.
Okay.
And there are certain seasons where there are certain friends. You know, for instance, when I go back to the community that I grew up in, there are some people I grew up with. I still see them as friends, but the level of friendship have changed.
Okay.
Even in ministry, there are some people you start with, but by the grace of God, God elevates people and God changes people's status. You must be able to accord them the same distance. If they decide to come to your level and pull you up, that's fine. But if somebody has become big, and their church is doing well, and their ministry is doing well, okay, and you still want to come and treat them like they are nobody,
Okay.
I mean, right there you lose this person.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you recognize where God is taking them, and they say, oh, this is my friend. We used to pray together, but look at what God has done. Recently, I saw a video about a prophet.
Yeah.
Prophet John C. Suleiman.
I was
And
blessed.
yeah, I was blessed. You know, a child friend that they used to pray together before they all
They were struggling.
became ministry. This guy actually used to give this prophet money for transport and all of that. And the guy said he was praying and God told him he should go to his friend's church.
Wow.
When he went, he did not go there, you know, trying to
Well,
say, oh, I know this
yeah.
guy. No. He went and sat in the congregation. He went and sat in the congregation. And once the man of God was ministering, he picked him up.
Wow.
He said, is that Piero, my friend? Is that him? He said, yes. Number one, the man was so surprised that this guy that I grew up with will come and humble himself and sit in this thing. And by the time we finish, he has blessed the man with a house
And a car.
and a
everything.
car. Huh? He asked him, do you have a car? He said, no. Do you have a house? No. He said, God has elevated me. And you cannot be my friend and not have a house and not have a car.
Yeah, that was a blessing.
Number one, the man came and realized that this is my friend. We grew up together.
Yeah,
We used to pray together, sleep in the same room. But my friend's level have changed.
That's it.
He recognized that. And because he respected and recognized that, the blessing came. There are some friends that when even God elevates you, they don't see it.
No, they refuse to see it.
They refuse to
and
see it.
that alone is not honesty.
Exactly.
Because me, I think that, and last week I think I mentioned, you know, a good friend is mutual respect.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I have to be able to look at you and say that this thing that you are doing is good.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And we being friends does not mean we are the same.
Yeah.
We are not.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some things that you are good at it, I'm not. And if I am honest with you, I have to be able to praise God for what God is doing in your life,
Yeah.
promote it, support you. But there are some people who will even refuse to see it.
A
And
good
they
friend,
still
see
call
it?
themselves
A
friends.
good friend honestly is happy when you are doing well.
Okay.
You know, when I go to England and I see what God is doing with my friend Dr. David Enchi, I'm happy. And I tell him that none of us expected him to be doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
But by the grace of God,
Yeah.
he's doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. And I've always been happy when we were growing up. He used to lead praise and worship. And he used to dance. I don't know how to dance. So when I see him dancing, I'm excited. And I'm like, that's my friend. That's my friend. Until today, I keep saying that. That's my friend. He's doing a great work. Everybody is talking about this young man and what he's doing.
Yeah.
All right. A good friend is honest. A good friend celebrates with you when you are doing well. A good friend feels your pain when you are going through challenges.
Yeah.
Look out for those qualities. Look out for someone who is honest with you and about you. They don't have no ill motives towards you.
Yeah.
They are not jealous of you when God is blessing you. When you wear something and it look good on you, they are not jealous to want to take it away from you or try to find a way to take what God has given you. That is who you call a good friend. All right?
Yeah. And I thank you so much for joining us. Please, if you are just joining us, we are talking about the qualities of a good friend. And, you know, friendship is very, very important. It's very, very important. I said earlier that without good friends, life is boring. I mean, can you imagine having a good news and you don't have anybody to share with? So you need good friends, okay? But then, it's not everybody that you can call your friend. So we are looking at what makes somebody a good friend, the qualities. And number one is they being honest. Whether it's difficult, whether it's comfortable, whether it's inconvenient, they are just honest with you. It's very, very
And when
important.
they are honest, they protect you. Because You know, if somebody wants to kill you, they will come through. You see, they wanted to kill Jesus. They could not kill Jesus until somebody who was supposed to be a friend went and betrayed. Last week we said something here that, see, when an outsider spreads a gossip about somebody, it's hardly believed.
Wow.
But when an insider, somebody who is close to a person, goes out with an information, it is believed.
Yeah. So
Right.
it's very, very important. And the second one that we want to address is accepting.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody, a good friend, have to be able to accept you.
Yeah.
You know, whether they like some of the flaws, because at the end of the day, we all have some issues.
Yeah.
So a good friend have to be able to say that, okay, this is how my friend is. She's just crazy when it comes to this thing, you know, about her side of life or something like that. They will accept you
For who you are.
for who you are.
Yeah.
Not trying to disrespect you or trying to put you down or something like that. They just accept you for who you are. Bishop, can you expand on that?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like marriage. You can't be married to somebody you don't accept. Acceptance is like, okay, I know that this is who you are, and I accept you as who you are. I'm willing to adjust because I'm here to make you better, and you in my life make me better. All right? That's what acceptance is all about. So we are not, you know, dismissing the flaws.
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe you talk too loud. Maybe, oh, you are always late. Or you always forget. We have those weaknesses.
Yeah.
But that's what I am. It doesn't change who I am. It doesn't change what I mean to you. I may be forgetful, but when I get it right, the impact I make on your life supersedes what any other person does.
Okay.
So accept me. Every good package comes with their own labels.
Yeah.
So maybe my label may be that
The
I'm
lateness.
forgetful or being late, you know, or sometimes quick-tempered, you know. However, these things does not change the real me. You know, when my good outweighs my wrong, you know, I have a good friend. You call. Now, when you call him and he finally picks, oh, I was just about to call you. I was just about to call you. You know, I have in your mind I was going to call you. You know, and now when I call him and he picks the first, oh, I was just about to call you. You know, because that has become now the mantra.
Yeah.
I have accepted that. He's a good person, a loving person. You know, and when you get to talk to him, it's so refreshing. The blessing that I get in just being a friend with this person is so beautiful. So it's a critical thing you look for. Who accepts you?
Okay.
Who accepts you? Because there are some people, oh, just the fact that they call you and you didn't answer. Oh, this person is prideful, you know, and then they cut you off. That means that you haven't accepted me. You know, and honestly, when you go sometimes and I meet him, and you see that this guy is extremely busy. Okay, he's extremely busy. And there are sometimes that he doesn't even have time to be looking at his phone and all of that. But if you understand who you are dealing with as a friend, it's easy for you.
So is it another quality to understand your friends?
Of course.
It's really
yes.
a good
If I'm going to accept you, then I have to
you
understand.
have to understand.
If
Why
I don't understand you, so you look at the person. You know, that's a very powerful point. That's how God deals with us. God deals with our motive even more than the act we perform.
Wow.
The motive. If I sin right now, God looks at the motive behind what I did.
Wow.
More than, you know, that's why two people can kill somebody. All right, God forbid, it's a bad example, but I'm trying to say two people kill people. Somebody is dead. And people have killed someone, and then they look at the motive.
Okay.
They said this person is a calculated, plotted, planned one. And this one, out of the heat of the emotion, you know,
It can,
or something bad out of argument. He didn't plan it. They had no motive of trying to kill this person. It just happened.
Wow.
So the motive behind it, all right? So when you take your time and you understand people or people you claim to be your friend, all right? Me, I'm telling you, good friendship can lead to so many things. Good friendship will open doors. Good friendship leads to marriage.
Yes.
Good friendship leads to prosperity.
Yes.
Bad friendship too can lead. That's why you need to understand these characters.
You have to.
Okay?
Yeah.
We've seen people who have stolen people's husband.
And they were supposed
They were supposed to be
to
friends.
be good friends, okay? And guess what? You trusted them, you open your house for them. I mean, you're my good friend, so you can come to my house anytime and any.
That is a friend who came with a mind of taking. Jealous
so
friends.
you
They
just have to be
came,
careful.
you know, a jealous friend is the one who comes around because they see something you have that they want. And so they think if I can come close to you, I can have it. And then they come with a motive to try to take away.
Wow.
So they want your car, they want your husband, they want your children, they want this, they want that. And so when they come in there, they are always. So watch their language. Watch their language. They come, you know, I want your dress, I want this, I want that, I want that. They are always taking, they don't bring you. What, that may not be a good friend.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. And it's very important. Please continue to share the video. We are talking about anything about friendship. Who qualify to be your friend? The qualities of friend. Please, if you have comments.
Yeah, there's one.
Okay.
Pastor Linda James says, a good friend expects no return when they have done something for you. A good friend does not take advantage of those they are close to. Sure, that's true. That's very, very true.
Yeah. That's very, very important. And please, you can share the video, tag somebody to come in. And last week, one of my viewers inboxed me last week. I think we mentioned it was a phrase about friends with benefit. So it means that you have to benefit from benefits from your friends.
Yeah.
You know, but we are not using the word out there like people think that sleeping together.
Oh,
and
no.
That's not what we mean. So the friendship with benefit is I'm a very, very good friend with my husband, and I get a benefit of, I mean, he helping me right here, you know, making me better, and that's what we mean by that. We don't endorse going to sleep with somebody that you are not married with, and just because, oh, this is my friend, you are sleeping together. Those foolishness.
That's foolishness.
That I don't endorse those foolishness on this place.
Exactly, that's not what we are talking
And
about.
that's not what we are talking about. So we're talking about when you are a very good friend with somebody. I have friends that I benefit with. I have a friend who works in a hotel and traveling and all those things, okay? And she have links everywhere. I mean, talk about hotels, she have it. Talk about going to a retreat, everything. She's my friend, so of course I benefit from it. My anniversary, I say, hey, my anniversary. She hooked me up a very nice place that it is in Georgia. I have never been there. Because of her, I was able to go there. That is what we are talking about. A good friend will make sure. She was so happy for my anniversary. She said, you cannot sleep on your bed. It's your anniversary, go somewhere. And she hooked me up. That's what I'm talking about. Good friends and with good benefits. All right? So that's very, very
If you have any
important.
experience about bad friends and what you have experienced, Evangeline says, jealous friends. I've had my share.
I know.
We need to hear your story though. You know, but the point here is this, that, you know, it's just like the Bible said that a virtuous woman who can find.
Yeah.
Let me paraphrase it. A good friend who can
It's a
find.
good friend. Yeah.
You see, when the Bible talks about there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother, there are sometimes where God will just give you somebody, the person is like an angel.
Oh yeah.
Okay? It's like they are there to make life okay for you. They are there to ensure, you know, it's like they cover your flaws. They are not there to take advantage of you. They are not there to exploit you. They are there to just make you well.
Wow, that's it.
And they also benefit in you being there. It's like they being there for you helps them.
Wow.
It's like a support system. As long as I am with you, I am okay, and you are okay. That's how a good friendship is supposed to be. You know, you don't go talking about people. And you know, sometimes when you are close to somebody, you know, if I want to get access to, let's say, our producer here, and I don't know him, I'm going to look for his friends. Who knows him?
Yeah.
Who knows him? And if I get to know those, I say, oh, listen, I'm trying to get to, you know, TJ. He said, well, you can get me to him. Oh, no problem. Sure. Let me talk to him and see if I can hook you up. All right? Now, if you are not a good friend and my enemies want to get to me, you can become the loophole.
Oh, yeah.
You can become the access door. Because whatever they can be able to get from, they can use that against me. A good friend is protective. A good friend makes sure that my friend or this friendship that I have is not exploited. People don't take advantage of it. And you should know that, especially when you are a friend with somebody who is a public figure, somebody in a sensitive position, you should see it as a privilege that you don't allow other people to exploit that. Many people have done that. How did you get this information? Oh, this person told me. How did this person? You are not being a good friend. All right? Number 3 thing that you need here is this. You don't need a friend who is a high maintenance friend.
Oh my God.
It will destroy you.
Yeah.
You know, relationships are in levels. If you are going to build relationship with somebody or have friendship with someone who is breaking your bank, who is so high maintenance, and you can't catch up with,
Yeah.
forget it. they are destroying you.
Wow.
Let's go out. Where are they taking you? They are taking you to somewhere, a restaurant here you are going to sit down and eat. And at the end of the day, you are supposed to pay. And you can't afford.
You can't afford.
How is that a good friendship? I don't have a problem if you are taking me there to go spend on me. But if I'm going to pay out of my pocket, please, you should know me enough to know that my budget won't reach that.
It's, and this thing is very, very important. And that's why last week I said when I read that a good friend is when you are comfortable. You understand? Around them. Somebody, I always love that the people around me, I'm comfortable around them. So it means that, you know, we can go to McDonald's, and just sit down at McDonald's and buy just $2. That's what both of us we can afford. But it's not where we go.
Yeah.
You know, that make us who we are.
Yeah.
It's not where, you know, because some people then you are forced, you have to travel, you know, you have to go here, you have to go there. I mean, if you can afford it and those, it's fine. But don't think that maybe traveling together, going to beaches together and all those things is what makes somebody a good friend. They can be as good as $1 McDonald's meal, and just sitting down, listening to you, and you two listening to them, and sharing some good things within both of you.
Yeah, where you draw strength from one another. You know, let me tell you a true story, and our viewers a true story. There's these 3 women that have passed through our ministry here some time ago. They are supposed to be friends, and they are always fighting. And they are always talking behind each other. And they are always comparing one another with the other. You know, and we went to vacation here with my husband. And I know, the good thing is I was the only common denominator among all of them. And I tried to advise them. And this one comes to me and talk to me about this person. That one comes to me and talk to me about the other person. That one to come to talk to me about this person. And I'm asking myself, why are they friends?
Call themselves friends.
How did they become friends?
That cannot be friends.
Okay, and this one wants to win this one's affection. That one wants to win that one affection. And they all pretend that they are happy, and yet they are all not happy. That is a gang of confused people. That is a gang of, you know, hypocrites.
Yeah. It is.
You know,
It's
that's
just
a gang of
evil.
hypocrites.
Yeah. It is.
And I thank God because I counseled them and I gave them advice and I spoke the gospel truth. They won't accept it. And thank God none of them are with me anymore. Why? Because they won't listen. If you are phony, and you pretend you are something that you are not.
That's hard.
You need to check those who claim to be your friends.
Yeah.
And for me, one of the things that I begin to learn, when people are secretly in competition with you,
that's hard.
or subtly pretend like, you know, I buy this, you also going to buy the same thing, and I know you can't afford it.
Yeah.
I have that, you also want to have the same thing. What are you trying to drive at? And I'm not talking about if my lifestyle is an inspiration to you and you are trusting God to become like, I don't have a problem with that. But if it is an unhealthy competition,
Yeah.
and you don't know the covenant relationship and walk I have with God, when you don't know the price I've paid in my past, and why God is blessing me. You know, Bishop Frank Ovoswapia said something that I tweeted on Sunday. He said, you don't have the right to judge my harvest when you don't know the seed I've sown.
You don't.
Because my harvest reveals the seeds I've sown. And so when you see me at a certain place in life today, you don't know the seeds I've sown. All right? So when you have people who are around you and call you friends, and they are competing with you, you marry, they too, they want to marry. Without waiting on God. So the next man that shows up, oh, I accept. Just so me too, I can wear the ring, and me too, I can go tell people that I'm married. That's how a lot of people have ended up. No, you have ended up in many wrong relationships.
Oh my God.
God's time is the best time.
That's it.
And if you're a good friend, your friend gets married, be happy. Be the man of honor. Be there. Go and serve. Do whatever you can. Let them enjoy their marriage. When your time comes, ladies and gentlemen, the whole world will also converge to celebrate you. Don't rush. Oh, we were friends. We made a pact. We were all married together. You mean my maid of honor. I also be your maid of honor. We all understand that. But you see, man proposes, but it is God who establishes.
That's it.
You may have a lot of things in your heart, desires, but at the end of the day, it's the counsel and the purpose of God that will come to pass. In His time, He makes all things beautiful. So if it's not yet your time to marry, don't rush. Just because your friend has married, does not mean that you must rush. Just because God has called your friend to start a ministry, does not mean that you should go and start a ministry. You may not have been called to start a ministry. You may be there to serve in that ministry that God has called your friend. But if you are so proud and you think that, oh, if he can do it, me too, I can do it. If he can preach, me too, I can preach. If he can be a senior pastor, me too, I can be a senior pastor. You don't understand the things of God.
Please, you can share the video, tag somebody to come in. Please continue to share the video for me. You know, in my little life that I have been, sweetie, anytime I see people trying to outdo people, like somebody have a wedding, and now you're going to have a wedding, and you say, oh, okay, I want to prove to this first wedding that mine can be better than that. Anytime, with my small life, anytime I see people trying to do that, theirs flop.
Yes, it always backfires.
It flop big time. I believe that anything you want to do in life, if God is in it, it's done. So don't try to impress anybody. Don't try to do what people are doing. And you know, I always tell my daughter, I say, I want to be weird. I want to be different. I don't want to dress like the way people are dressing. I don't want to do what anybody is doing. I don't fit in. You know, and I tell, because sometimes I'll go here when I need things. I don't even want to wear what somebody is wearing. And so sometimes when I'm going to a wedding or a big party, I'm in trouble because I'm thinking, why can I get something that nobody will be wearing? Because I can't imagine myself going to a party and I'm wearing the same dress with somebody. I mean, just be yourself. Just be yourself. Everything you want to do, just be yourself. So if God is blessing your friend, if God is promoting your friend, be yourself. And I believe it. I believe, my husband always says that when you have a sincere heart, God have a way of blessing you. Because if you are truly, honestly happy for your friends, God will make sure you have the same thing they are having. But if you are envious, you will never have.
Yeah.
Because jealousy is trying to tell the other person that he or she doesn't deserve it. So you want to kill her to take whatever. That's the meaning. That's the simple meaning of jealousy. And God will not bless
Let's read. Evangeline has a comment, a life experience. It said, one friend that I had was always complaining and talking about her problems. Anytime we talked on the phone or went out, she was talking about what she was going through. Mm-hmm. We didn't have time to truly enjoy our friendship because she was always talking. I didn't mind listening or offering advice if she asked me, but I just got tired of being I was always there for her when she needed help, but eventually grew apart.
Yeah, because this is somebody, you see, this is a selfish thing here.
Yeah.
Because I believe that once you are always sharing something, you also want to hear what your friend also has.
You're not bringing nothing to the table. It's like you become a burden.
Yeah.
You become a burden. You always create a problem, and when you do that, I like this. This is quite interesting. I don't blame you, Sister. It's the same thing when people get to a point where all they are thinking about is and a person like this have become selfish.
Yes.
It's all about me.
Yeah.
The discussion is about me, what I'm going through. You will not even take your time to find out, the person sitting across from the table. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. How are your children? How's your job? How are things been? No, it's always about you. Mm-hmm. These are people who forget other people's birthdays.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's
anniversaries.
Very, very interesting.
All right? And they're always complaining. Yeah. What's Abigail said? Abigail said, I had a friend, I will always help her out. When she always complaining that I never help out. Basically, use me just for my money. That's why I'm always afraid to make friends. Really?
You don't have to be afraid.
Abigail, you have a lot of money. Bring some to me.
No, you don't want to be afraid. You just have to trust God. I think the best thing is to trust God to give you good friends. People who are not going to take advantage of you. People who are not. Sweetie, I am a giver. I give. Okay, so the people around me, I give. One time I remember I traveled with my assistant, and I wanted to buy something for her, and she's like, no. You're always giving me something, and I don't want it to be like I'm hanging around you because you are giving me all these things. And I told her, I see it as my giving to you prove how much I value you.
Yeah.
Because that is me. You understand? You will not give as I'm giving. But there are some things that you are doing in my life that I'm not doing.
Yeah.
So it's balance. For me, it's giving. You understand? So for me, it's the things that I give you. But for you, it's editing my book. For you, it's typing my books. For you, it's kind of bringing my gifting out.
Yeah.
Making sure you send this to these people, making sure my bio, everything. So for you, you are doing all these things that I'm not doing anything. So when I'm giving to you, it's a proof of my love and my friendship to you.
Yeah.
So it's balanced.
Yeah.
And I think a good friends have to be balanced. One can do an opposite thing, one can do an opposite thing, but at the end of it all, we are all benefiting from each other.
Amen.
I believe that.
Amen. Now, another quality of a good friend is someone who is non-judgmental.
Yes.
They're not judging you. Mm-hmm. When you make a mistake, they don't judge you. God forbid it. We are all Christians. Mm-hmm. But let's say there's a moral failure.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's say your marriage doesn't work. Your children acting up. I don't judge you. Mm-hmm. A good friend will be there to pray. A good friend will stand with you to pick up the pieces. A good friend. There are some people, when you're going through your crisis, when they are supposed to be there for you, that's when they ditch you. That's when they all begin to, abandon and jump off from the ship and run away from you. But a good friend is someone, when you are going through crisis, that's when they are rather closer.
Yeah.
They are more understanding. They are more forgiving. They pray for you. They're not judgmental. You know, they don't go out there, oh, I told her, I warned her, oh, I warned her she shouldn't marry this person. I warned her she shouldn't go to this place. I warned her she should not let the children do this. I warned her. That's being judgmental. If even you said some things and was not listening to, this is not the time to bring them up. After we have overcome, after we are healed, then we can go to a vacation and laugh over it. There are things that we laugh over today. There are things that we speak about today. But when it was happening, it was not easy. Amen? Yeah.
And it's very, very, very important. The judgment aspect is very important. So don't judge. Even the Bible says that don't judge. So it's very, very important.
Let's read this. Yes, Melissa Dawn Hutchinson says, I'm not afraid to make friends. I have a clean and a caring heart. I am a generous giver. God always look after me. Amen in Jesus' name. And that's true.
That's true.
I mean, once you have a clean heart, that's the thing. A clean heart will always be protected by God.
You always win. You always win.
Pastor Lena James again says, friendship is an encouraging, reciprocal love relationship with a trustworthy person for mutual benefit and God's glory. I agree to that. All right. The fifth point we want to add here is this, that a good friend has the quality of loyalty. A loyal person is somebody who is always there. A loyal person is an unchanging person. You remain constant. Okay? Whether you become rich or not, we are still friends. All right? You know, some people, once, like this example I gave you, as great as this man of God has become, when he saw his friend, he was able to recognize him. He did not say that, oh, I don't know you. You know, there are some people, they went to high school, they grew up together, the same neighborhood, and one person has become, you know, successful, and the other person, and they don't want to go to their neighborhood, they don't want to, and then they see you, and you go, oh, hello, hey, TJ, do I know you? Oh, yes, it's me, George. We George. No, we live in...
We live in the same neighborhood. But it's very funny you are saying this, because you see, my
high school.
Okay, so we have a page, and my friend Teresa, you know, put me there by force, like, you have to be here. And there's a lot of people who will come and, we used to do this together, and because of that, some of them know my number and they will be testing me. And sincerely, it's not like because I am who I am. Sincerely, I don't remember them. Some of them, I don't even remember their face. But guess what? I will always remember Teresa. You understand? I will always remember Teresa, because Teresa was a very good friend. We did race together. We were doing most of the sports she was in, I was in. We traveled together. We did. Me and Teresa have been through so much that it's funny. You know, sometimes we sit on the phone and we will laugh and laugh when it comes to old school stuff. Sometimes she teases me like, hey, you know, God is so good. You to God is using you. You know, those things. You know, but that is what I call friends. But there are some of them, you know, when they put even their picture there, and now we have all changed by the grace of God. We have increased.
You've aged.
In sizes, and we have aged. Their picture doesn't even, you know,
click anything.
And one of them complained to Teresa that, how can Victoria not remember me? I'm like, your picture is not even helping. You know? But that's the whole
There's
thing.
a comment here to read. Minister Liz, Minister Mema says, I have the same best friend since middle school. She and I are more than friends. I call her my sister, Claudia Harris. We have been through so much together. She has always been, have my back and have hers. True friends are once
lifetime.
Amen.
And it is, and that's what I believe in, the statement Bishop T.G. Jakes made, that if you have in your lifetime, if you have 3 best friends, the people that can be in the room and you will sleep and snore, and not thinking you will wake up and your hair will not be there.
Or you'll be on Facebook or social media.
Yes, then it's a blessing. This thing, please, we don't have to take it for granted. So please, if God has blessed you with people that you can be in the same room with, and you will sleep and you will not wake up at the middle of the night and ask yourself where you are, it's a blessing. It's really a blessing.
And you see, when we talk about loyalty, and then it comes to loyalty, also comes with trustworthiness.
Yeah.
That's another quality you have to look out for.
Yeah.
You know, whilst we were in England last week, I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The United Kingdom ambassador to the States
Yeah.
has to resign.
Yeah.
You know why? Because his private email that he was sharing with people, his opinion about our president was leaked out.
And that was bad.
Who could only do that? That's somebody you consider to be a friend.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right? Now, when people who claim to be a friend are looking at how can I sell you out?
Oh, Jesus.
A loyal friend is the one who has the opportunity to sell you out and make a lot of money. But says that I value my relationship with you than money, than silver, than gold, than riches. That's a good friend.
Wow.
Because in today's world, people don't care if they can sell you out and make money.
They will.
That's why people will stand on your neck to stand on social media. They will take your nude picture, take anything. A person that says, I love you and I want to marry you, they'll take your nude picture and start putting on social media. How is that a friend? How is such a person a trustworthy person? They don't respect you. That's another quality. A good friend is someone who respects you, respects your privacy, respects your opinion, and respects your space. Because if they are not respecting your privacy and your space and your opinion, guess what? They will sell you out. They can't give your number to people without asking you first. They can't give people their address without asking you first. Because you don't know who you are giving the information to. So these qualities, please remember this: honesty, accepting, low maintenance, not judgmental, loyal, respectful, and trustworthiness. These qualities should be in a person you consider to be a good friend.
Yes. Oh my God. Continue to share the video with somebody. And thank you so much for joining us today. Soon our time is up, but I believe and trust God that it has been a blessing to you. Please, let's take note of this thing, because friendship is very, very important. It can make and or make you. And we're going to really go deep into it and look at some of the topics I have here for you that is going to be a blessing. Is friendship a relationship? We're going to look at that. What is a strong friendship? The purpose. I love this. I can't wait to talk about the purpose of friendship, because everything is with a purpose, and without purpose anything is nothing. So we need a purpose for it. We're going to talk about that. The stage of friendship. Who qualify to be the front row of your life, the middle row, and some of them have to be at the back side of the row. They are in your life, but they are the back side. So the stages of friendship, and it's going to be a blessing. So you don't want to miss any of the shows of this summer. Is going to be a blessing. But once again, thank you so much for joining me today. Just go out and be the powerful man and woman of influence God has called you to be. I will see you next Tuesday. God bless you. Bye.